Hi guys, it's Andy from Man City Fan TV. How's everyone today? I'm just bringing the YouTube up on my laptop. So how's everyone? Hope everyone's managed to go across and check out Ray's video. He did a really good video this morning on Rodri, which is number 2 of our transfer window targets for this summer. There'll be more coming out tomorrow. Another one on Thursday, another one on Friday, and we're going to pick the main protagonists that we believe that City could potentially be in for. Otherwise, we'd be doing about 30 videos, doing about 5 a day. If you listen to the the transfer rumours that are out there, so go over and check that out. And yeah, it's really good. Some interesting facts and things that are on there. So. Anyway, today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Delph and Danilo. There's some news that's come out surrounding those, about a centre-back priority, and there'll be a video tomorrow on our transfer targets. Hi JK, MCFC, how are you? We're going to talk about D.SILVA. We're going to talk about somebody called AGOUME, which you probably have never heard of, but we'll talk about him. We'll talk about the City store and the massive refurbishment that's going to happen in the next few days. We're also going to talk about the TV schedule. Section 20, hey Andy, how are you, buddy? We're going to talk about the TV schedules because they've been released. Hi mate, hi Stevie, how are you? And yeah, it's going to make more money. For those who are already in Matongwai or Goy. How are you, mate? Where are you from? You're new. Let us know where you're from. We like to know. So, hey Ganesh, how are you? You're all right? JK UK, good. UK Misfit, good afternoon. We haven't missed anything yet. We were just talking through the schedule of what we're going to talk about, and that is Fabian Delph and Danilo. We're looking at potentially centre-back priority. We're also going to talk about D.SILVA. We're talking about somebody called AGOUME, and then the refurbishment at the City store and the TV schedules. UK Misfit, good afternoon. How are you? What do you think of the Rodri transfer? Have you seen the video that Ray did this morning on it? You live in Manchester, Andy? I live in Chester. I don't live actually in Manchester. I am from Manchester, but I live about 35 miles away from Manchester itself now. So no, I don't actually live in Manchester anymore. But I am South Manchester, Wythenshawe, born and bred. Majinda, hey, any transfer news? Are you not watching the videos that we're putting out there? Hi all, Roberto Blondie, how are you? Are all City fans boring? About as boring as Liverpool. Well, no, they're certainly not as boring as Liverpool fans. They are very repetitive. So, hi Andy and guys, Bernard Deneen's on. The same, how are you? Hi Kamal, how's things, mate? Minan Motion, you've not been on for a while, mate. Where have you been? Sky Blue Oz, hey Martin, how are you? Missed your last live chat by 8 seconds. Are you well, buddy? How's things out there in Perth? All right, get rid of this. Yeah, you always get. He's got to be a dipper. So he's gone. Have you been watching the Cricket World Cup? The rain has stopped play today. I haven't. I'll be honest with you, I haven't, mate. If I can grab some of the cricket, I'll watch it, but otherwise it don't really float my boat. I like cricket, don't get me wrong. My lads play cricket all their lives and followed them and watched them everywhere, and I play cricket, but unless it's something major, I don't have time. Why can't I see any comments? I don't know, mate. Murgan says, hi Andy, who's AGOUME? Told you wouldn't know who he is. He's gone. Don't worry about it. Kiam, happy Tuesday. How are you, buddy? How's things out there? Bet the weather's better out there than it is here. It's bloody awful, pouring down. Very good, says Sky Blue Oz. Hello, Andy, Mr. TA. Hi, Andy, I'm from Kenya. Okay, whereabouts? Spent many weeks in Mombasa in my flying days. Sam Jarvis, hi, Andy. Who do you think is winning the Nations League? Are you bothered? I don't know, mate. Who do you think? I'll be honest with you, I don't know whether I'll watch it. If I can watch it, I think there's a game on Thursday, is there? Playing the Netherlands, I'm not sure. But I'm not really that fussed. I'd rather, you know what, I think it's a pain in the arse. I'd rather the players who have played an awful lot of football just go on holiday for the summer. We're getting back to how it was last year with the championships and things like that. Will you do a video on the Nations League at all? I very much doubt it, mate. Work night, so we'll watch later. 3 girls to deal with. Now, good luck with that one, mate. Weather is miserable here too. Strawberries need some more sun. It's crap. It's horrible. I thought it was going to cheer up a bit, but the humidity has arrived now. It'll be warm until September. Lucky you, mate. Don't rub it in. Hi, John Grogan. Assembly, have you ever flown a plane? Yes, I have. Do you when pre-seasons go? Do you, I think, did you mean, do I know when pre-season is going to take place? Already posted on the, I think it was the Shanghai Citizens official site the other day. They were talking about ticket prices and about how expensive they were. And actually, I posted them a link to the Premier League site where City are playing West Ham and, oh God, I can't remember now. And the tickets were starting at sort of £10 and £18. They were paying, the Man City website was actually showing the only tickets you could get were like £42 and £62 or something. So they were going to actually buy the tickets for, I think you got 2 matches for 1 ticket. So there's 2 games on every day, and then the semi-finals and the finals. So there's four games basically that you can get for about 50-60 quid, which is great value. I can't remember the dates. I honestly can't remember the dates. Sometime in July, I think it is. Talk Sport doing a chat Stone at 9. Apparently Pep will be there. Interesting. This is City Channel. Don't want to know how cricket rugby. Yeah. Hi Terry UK. Is pilot school expensive? Very expensive, mate. Probably better going to the places like Florida or somewhere like that, where you'll be able to get your ATPL and things for around about $30,000. But do it in the UK, you're looking at about 40-50,000 quid. And then you've got your CPL and your type ratings and things like that. So that will add another 10-15,000. Bank holiday weekend here in Ireland, and the weather was non-stop rain, miserable. Yeah, it was. Weather is miserable here too. 23 and clear blue skies, 4th day of winter. Of course, you're going into your winter period now, Martin, aren't you? Yeah, God, when we say winter, it's nothing like a UK winter, that's for certain. But do have the odd bit of frost on the ground in the winter, I must admit. And if you go up to the Blue Mountains and places like that, then it can get a little bit cold. What part of Ireland, Ruberto? John, when is the release date for our new strip, Andy? No idea. There's no confirmation on that. That's why I think hold fire on all this. You know, you've seen these allegedly leaked kits and things. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the one that's got pink and orange and you name it on there. They look more like training tops, if I'm honest. But I think we'll wait and see. It'll be released obviously in preparation for the pre-season tour of Japan. It'll be, I would imagine it'll be in the next week or 2. They'll do something for it. Thanks for the empathy. Apparently the Liverpool parade had 750,000 people, and since I watched bits of it, it didn't look like there was many people there. They had plenty of plastic flags though. Yeah, I mean, it went from 250,000 to 500,000, then it was 750,000, then Liverpool Echo were claiming 880,000, and before you know it, there'll be 1 billion people there. And like I posted on Twitter the other day, I mean, you know, I think Liverpool have got a population of just under 500,000. Now, if you think, let's say 30% of those are Everton fans, we'll take 30% away from that. If you think that maybe 5% are elderly, no interest in football, I'm not going to go out to a parade, and 5% are 2, 3, 4 year olds, they're not going to go to the parade, and then you've got the people who don't like football, and suddenly if there's 750,000 people there, and 400,000 of them, 500,000 of them don't have any reason to actually go, what you're saying is that 600,000 came from somewhere else. Somebody posted today on there, well, if they drove, that's about 250, 300,000 cars. Where were they all going to park? So, yeah, madness, absolute madness, just delusional. But hey, that's what you get with Liverpool fans. Hello, Riyadh. Right, okay, let's get into some of this stuff. Wouldn't give Tot Sports a bit horrible by his channel. How many fans turn up to the Academy games, Andy? Did they play at the mini stadium? Play at the Academy stadium, mate. Depends on what type of games. You'll normally get around about a couple of thousand there or thereabouts, maybe 1,500. But for the bigger games, you can fit, I think it's 6,800 or something like that. So some of the big games, problem being is that this last season, when we played United, they banned all supporters going in because of some trouble that was caused last year or something like that. By United fans, so they stopped even City fans from going to watch. So it was like empty stadium, which is madness because of some trouble. And I don't think, if honest, I don't think they could be asked putting on security for it. But I think some of the bigger games you can fit around about 6,500, 7,000 people in the stadium. So, but on average, I don't know, 1,000, maybe 1,500. Hey Adam, how are you? Spurs' new name is Bottle Job FC, or a bit harsh. Need Umbro kits, Umbro back for shirts. Yeah, ain't gonna happen though, is it? Limerick, nice. I used to visit Achill Island, Mayo. No problem, my family live in Northern Ireland. MCFC Dublin, how are you? Dale Brennan, good to have some Dubliners on a Man City fan channel, so well done. There were cruise ships in that made up 40% of their parade. Hi Andy, the media doing their job, that's all it is, number fixing. Of course it is. I agree, all made up numbers for their parade. Who actually counts them exactly? I support Porto, hope I'm allowed. Of course you are, mate. You give us some feedback on are you gutted that Mangala, the deal with Mangala has fallen through because of his injury record? Anyway, let's get into what we're talking about today. Yeah, so far so good. Got one more left. Cheers, Reese. Well, you've been doing exams, yeah. It's that time of year. Half Koshi, we need to make a new LA since Scouts has actually won something. Therefore, all the way to Kiev, one is irrelevant. Saw a brilliant one on Twitter the other day. It was absolutely brilliant. Can't remember it now, but it was very, very funny. Porto gave us a great night. City fans watching Jose run the line at the Swamp. Been quite market so far. Yeah, still a few days to go. So I think what you'll see is it'll ramp up over the next sort of 7 days. I think we'll probably announce somebody next week, if I'm being honest. And don't forget, for those who've joined, don't forget, check out Ray's video. Did a really good video on Rodri, which was number 2 on our transfer targets. Not priority-wise, just the second video that we did. So go over and give that a watch and give it a thumbs up. Right, first off, Delph and Danilo. Well, according to sources, MEN and many others, even though we said that the Danilo thing looked like City were unsure about the Danilo thing happening because of, we mentioned, I think I mentioned it on a live vlog a couple of days ago, the fact that Danilo, his agent, and Inter had made an agreement and everything was agreed, but the difference was that Inter wanted to pay about 15 million euros up front and then 3 million in bonuses and things like that, and City wanted closer to 25 million euro. So it was a stumbling point. Well, according to the MEN, and again, like I said, these are all rumours. According to the MEN, City now looking at it sort of and basically saying, look, they are definitely going to be sold one way or the other. So maybe City will come to an agreement with Inter, and maybe that sort of will meet somewhere in the middle. between about 20 million euro. It looks like Fabian Delph is definitely going. Now, who goes to, I think West Ham are still sort of the favourites for that, but we know Leeds have come in and put potential sort of inquiry in about him. So it looks like they're definitely going one way or the other. So that will recoup at least 30 million euro, at least, into the pot, into the transfer pot. But the rumours are, and again, I'm glad to see you're so stressed. I'm never stressed out, mate, don't worry. Now, the rumours on top of that, you're from Sydney. I used to live in Sydney, mate. Paddington and Darlinghurst, there you go. 2 places I lived in Sydney. My favourite city on the planet. Wonderful, wonderful place. Love it. So Felix seems likely, but a few days ago with front runners Fernandes. Don't know what to believe. Yeah, Fernandes is one that I don't know. We'll see on that one. I don't hate Liverpool fans. I don't hate Liverpool fans at all. They're just delusional. They're part of a cult. Not all of them. There are obviously some very sensible Liverpool fans out there that talk a lot of sense. It's just on the whole, they're cult FC. They're just a weird bunch. They are a strange bunch. And it's not just City fans who think that. Please don't think that's just because of a rivalry between City. It's not. You ask any Premier League teams, all of them think they're delusional. And it's because of the garbage that they put out there. It's nonsense. They talk absolute guff. Sydney is expensive. Any big city is expensive. I'm just waiting for June 15th. There are good Liverpool fans, but the majority of bandwagon cult members, absolutely. Right, so it looks like City have now made a decision that Danilo and Fabian Delph will be sold, which is right, because let's face it, I mean, as much as I wanted Danilo to stay, I really did. I think he'd be a great utility player. If both of them want game time, they're not going to get it at Man City. It's that simple. They're just not going to get it. It's one of those. So fair play to them. Danilo has not had as many chances as he would have hoped, and I think he deserved, but fair play to him. He's stuck around, and he's done a really good utility job for Man City. Fabian Delph, we know this season he's not been great. He's had a lot of injuries, but he was brilliant last season. Don't forget, please don't forget. A lot of people say, "Oh, he's crap." Don't forget, he had a wonderful season last season. This season's just been mired by sort of injury after injury, and yeah, he's made a few mistakes in games when he's played, and everything's just got on top. So, he's a nice character, good lad. But yeah, if he wants game time, he's not going to get it at City, and neither is Danilo. So it looks like they're going to be gone. So let's put that towards the transfer sort of kitty. Now, rumours are, again, from the same source, this is Simon Bachowski of the MEN. He is saying that Man City have shelved any plans for a left-back. So that means no Chilwell, that's gone, if this is true. But he believes that City is saying, definitely not, we're not in for a left-back. So we can put, according to Simon, we can put those rumours about Chilwell to one side. Ain't happening. The priority, he believes, is centre-back. Now with Vinny obviously gone, and we don't know what's happening with Otamendi yet. We still don't know who is going to be the centre back. Now, like I said to you, I cannot believe in any way, shape or form Man City will pay £90 million for Maguire. Said it on the video that we did the other day. Said yesterday or day before, said that Maguire has come out and said he wants to play for Rodgers next season. So why would we try and tempt him with 90 million quid? It just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Which means potentially have City really sort of making a full-on attack for Matthias de Ligt. Now, June 9th, City will announce de Ligt. Hello, Gary Dineen, how are you? What's that? Blue Moon date for City fan 13th of June. New fixtures are released. I wonder it will actually start off with a home game this season. We'll see. 50 million for Maguire is ridiculous. I've got more technical. 50 million, 90 million, Reese, not 50, 90 million. Ain't gonna happen. Hi Andy, how you doing? David McLennan. Hi Andy, cheers for the advice. Oh mate, don't worry about it. I wasn't being brutal with you, I was just giving you some feedback. Yeah, sort it out. We'll try and support you as much as we can, mate. We are the kings of English football. We are Glen Mountain. Shamuza Chuza. Any signing that comes in top 10 most expensive of all time will happen. And Nobelli and Delict would be signing I'd like to see. Me too section. I think we're sound for left back. Got to be Delict and Maguire. Can't see beyond them two myself. Anyone else suitable? Me neither, Sergio. I agree with you. Back from school run. Hey Rick Davis, how are you? 90 million. Yeah, that's how much. That's how much. Why are there barely any sources linking us to Delict? They're not. There are a few. There are a few out there that actually believe that City will be the ones that get Delict. Going to be a transfer video tomorrow on Delict. That's our number 3 target. So have a check out of that. Otamendi will go. We'll sign a centre back. I'd take Delict first choice, but can't see it. I'd take Tarkowski. Yeah, maybe. What's your thoughts on Porto, Andy? No real thoughts on them, mate. I'll be honest with you. Cheers, you were honest. Thank you. I'm always honest, mate. People either take it or they don't. So I hope some of the points I gave you, mate, help you out. And like I said, get some of those videos out there, and we'll try and support you as much as we can on Man City Fan TV. Scott Williams, transitional phase, Delph and Danilo hitting the top end. The age scale as Pep starts his rebuild. I think General's time is up. The ideal, just shame about the agent. Yes, that's going to be the stumbling block. He's spot on, Scott Williams. Felix ain't coming because he's still stuck. Here we go, Blue Moon's on. Makund, how are you? I'm very well, mate. Reece Delict would be a future defining. It would, I agree. Apparently Cancelo can play left back, he can. But are we in for a right back? The rumours were nothing to do with a right back, but a centre back. Now, Cancelo can play left back, he can play right back, but a right winger? I'm not sure about a right winger. Personally, I think it will be Pep's last season. Really? You reckon? Starting to come round to the old rumours. Remember that don't forget yesterday, and I had a bit of a debate with an Liverpool fan on Twitter today. They were talking about it, and don't forget the Manchester Evening News yesterday published the fact that all about the Inter Milan, all about the Juventus, rumours yesterday. We did it 4 or 5 days ago, and a lot of you lot got really irate over it, and I had a really brilliant email from somebody who follows the channel and watched the video that I did last week and sent me a really passionate email, which was brilliant, and I replied to him about half an hour ago on there, all about the Pep to Juve rumours and things like that. But don't forget, like I've said, because there's been people today on, I think the MEN and others saying, see, they said it would be announced yesterday and nothing's happened. And you know, the email I sent was, and the ones I showed you on the video, I meant to say, was the 15th of June when the announcement is going to be made. So, but it ain't happening. Pep staying. Don't worry about it. Delict Barca all day, I think. However, comes City over Barca statement, that would be the same. Why does Delph seem like such a Burnley signing? That's a great shout. It does. I agree with you, Kamal. I think that's a good shout. I still can't believe we won the treble. Can't wait for Premier League years 2019. City get mocked for waving flags, but when Liverpool do, it's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, it's just a hypocritical bunch. What are your targets for next season? Same as this season, domestic treble. Premier League all the time. Riyadh, always the Premier League. First and foremost, every day of the week. But I think City will probably go all out as well for Premier League and the Champions League next season. But Premier League always comes first. Did you hear about Pep calling Klopp and promising to kick each other's butts? Yeah, I did. That means I reckon Pep will at least run down his contract until 20. He's got 2 more years, so I'm sure. I think we need Ziyech. No chance. Don't want him anywhere near the squad. Thank you. Average at best. Dream transfer, Delict and Dembele Cancelo. Certainly De Ligt and then Ndombele, I'll agree with. Cancelo, not for 60 million quid, not for me. It's a great crosser, Shamuza says. Yeah, I'd be very surprised, but you know, we don't know, maybe. Daniel's highlights just got back from Madrid supporting the Spurs. Hope you had a great trip. Spot on, Dank. Ziyech would be great. No. I think Pep will do 4 more seasons unless he wins the treble or quad. Hey Andy mate, how are you, Kian? Sarri will go to Juve. Well, we'll see. I think he might do, but that's a big jump. Pep, nowhere else to go other than the Juve, but Italian football is dead. I agree with you, Kian. Pep keeps to his contract always. Yeah, always first for everything, but I still think he's staying. Liverpool and City are miles above the rest. It's embarrassing from the Premier League. Yeah, it's embarrassing for the clubs, other clubs in the Premier League who have been run really, really poorly. It's not embarrassing for the Premier League, just embarrassing for the clubs who have been run in an appalling state and been allowed to. Let's face it, United should never be where United are now. Let's face it, they are the biggest club in world football. They've got the biggest income in world football. They were at a position whereby, you know, it's been run in such an appalling way that it's been allowed to get even anywhere near where they are now. So it's not embarrassing for the Premier League because of Liverpool or City, just solely the way that some other clubs have been run. Right, let's have centre-back priority we sort of spoke about, which we talked about De Ligt. Maguire, I can't see it happening. I really can't. Just bought Noel Gallagher's, let me see that. Right, the blue, I just bought Noel Gallagher's new book photos by none other. Yeah, she done all the photos for on his tours and things like that. Some wonderful photographs and things like that in there. Don't forget, check out, we're talking about Noel Gallagher on the when I interviewed Sharon Latham, so if you haven't seen the video, go over and check it out, that we did last summer. Varane, can't see Varane, really can't, but De Ligt. You say anything to Trujillo? Only last week, yeah, gave him a load of grief on one of his videos, slagging us off. Not slagging us off, but slagging City off. What else have we got on here? So, David Silva. Right, David Silva is the next thing. It looks like after all of the rumours of, you know, he could go to a UAE club and blah, blah, blah. It looks like David Silva's going to stay for his final year of his contract, which would be brilliant because that takes him into 10 years at City, which would just be absolutely incredible. He'll get the deserved testimonial. So I think it looks like David Silva staying, which is like, for me, as you know, is my favourite player ever to grace Man City. And best player I've ever, technical player I've ever seen a City shirt. So it looks like one more year and then that'll be it for David Silva. But I think it's the right thing to do. Stay with the team. We still need some experience and things like that. Just reading some of those. So that'd be great, and he'll get his testimonial next season, next summer or something like that. Something will happen, and it's just gonna be brilliant. And let the likes of Phil Foden keep learning from him. So that sounds like it's brilliant news. So I hope we get the ball, Dave, next season. Everyone keeps going, I'll get David Silva after he spent all that money on his hair transplant, allegedly. What about Mangala's testimonial? Newcastle United are a joke. You have to remember that Newcastle are a one-town team. There's another Premier team. You won't get 50 or 1,000. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say they're a joke, but they certainly they have a massive sort of capture area. David Silva or King Clancy? No chance, mate. David Silva every day of the week. Done it for 9 years. I mean, guy's just an absolute genius. King Clancy was a special player for a very short period of time and really only did it when he wanted to do it. I mean, one of those that could have been anything. But you can't compare King Clancy to David Silva in my opinion. No chance. David Silva is on a whole different planet. Already missing Vinny. Which players do you think will leave Man City? Already spoke about those, mate. We're not doing it. It's not a Q&A on things like that. We're doing transfer rumours, so you need to check out the videos and follow the live vlogs and things, because otherwise we just repeat ourselves every day. David Silva signifies that you don't have to be tall physical. Absolutely. Let's sign Alan. Alan. Viva Mahrez. Felix Oscar. No, gotta be Hong Kong Fooey. People forget the first 3.5 months David was our best player, dropped off. That is a bit similar from Sam. Yeah, maybe. Everyone reporting Rodri deal almost done. It's looking like, it does look like it's very positive with the Rodri thing, I must admit. Would you like to collab? Depends on who you are, Mr. Mike HD. Why are there so many dislikes? I think it's Chris Welch and his fan base. They like to come on every day and just give it a thumbs down. They actually do it thinking that we go, oh my God, look at all those thumbs down. We don't monetize the channel, so it makes absolutely no difference to us whatsoever. So I don't think they've quite got it in their heads yet that they think by giving it a thumbs down it's going to somehow affect our YouTube channel. It might also be sort of True Geordie and maybe some of those, I don't know, but I think it's more the dippers, if I'm being honest, because that's something they do. You know, they pickpocket fans at their own parade. You know, they do all that horrible stuff in a fountain naked, and then when a woman complains, they punch the woman in the face while he's still naked, and then assaults 3 police officers and gets locked up, and then somebody breaking down a fence trying to get into a restricted area and gets hit with a baton and moans and cries the fact that he's been hit with a baton, and then goes kicking down a fence afterwards and then gets hit again by police on horseback because he's gonna try to kick down a fence with police officers behind it. That's the type of, you know, that's the type of sort of behaviour that the Liverpool fans have when they go overseas. They just can't be, well, not even overseas, they just can't behave themselves. And they are a minority, I must admit, they are a minority, but hey, that is what it is. I got 4,300 subs and I'm a FIFA YouTuber who is Man City fan. Who is a Man City fan? Mike, why don't you contact us? Contact us via email. It's mcfcfantv@gmail.com. All lowercase. mcfcfantv@gmail.com. And we can have a chat if you want to. Does Gundogan stay mean that we don't want Fernandes? No, because Gundogan has only got 1 year left on his contract, and I think City, like we said, are going to run down the contract and basically go, we paid 20 million quid for him. You know, we've had a good run out of him, and let him just go on a free next season. Let him have one more good year with Man City, and then that's it. You know, he can go. So it won't make anything. We'll still have to replace. They're not going to leave it to the final year to then try and replace him. They'll try and replace. They'll try and replace somebody now, but whether they actually replace him with Fernandes is a different thing. Like I said, the Fernandes stuff has gone very, very quiet, and no, lots of yes, he's coming, no, he's not. City saying we've never made an offer, you know. So who knows? If you were to put a percentage chance on Leroy out, Rodri, and what would you give? Well, good question. Leroy out, I'd say 25%. Rodri in, 70%. That's that. If I had to sort of top of my head give you an answer, that's what it would be. Have you seen the documentary New Order on Sky Arts called Decades, Andy? It's must watch. I haven't, mate. I must admit I haven't. But that's a good shout. Something I might have to have a look at. I hope Leroy stays. Kamal says Reese. Yep. I don't understand why by another offensive midfield when we have enough and better players. Andy, how you doing, Mark Cosherell? I'm good, mate. Kamal, can't see Bruno Fernandes just pushing the price. Yeah, the Bruno Fernandes thing, maybe, I don't know. Ray at Man City TV, is he Ray Charles' son? He is Ray Charles. End of. That's him. Always the victims, says Jerry Gow. I'm sure you're not the real Jerry Gow. Bernardine, best one was a Scouse who was reported missing, and then in fact, did you see that one? They were all going, oh my God, he's you know, not heard of him. He was with his dad and not heard of him for 24 hours, and and then find out he'd been arrested for assaulting a police officer or something. So, it's cult FC. You need American police to deal with Liverpool fans. They shoot you dead. I don't want anyone shooting dead. So many Scousers watching the City stream were massive, absolutely. They're obsessed. They're absolutely obsessed with it. Gaffo, Mahrez, what about him? I like Gundogan, says the same. I like him, he's been brilliant the last back end of the season. He's been superb. He's got his faults, don't get me wrong, but he's done a wonderful job replacing sort of the injured Fernandinho. Great when he's got time and space, not great defensively. Will Liverpool win a trophy for flag waving now? I think they've won it, haven't they? 800,000 flags, they've got to win that. Don't think so, mate. Would love to have it. Email me the partition. You mean the partition, Juno? Don't know what it means. What happened to FFP? Oh, it's still there, thereabouts. There's no other rumours on it. Well, if anything comes up on FFP, we'll definitely revisit it. We've done all those videos with Colin Savage and everything else. We'll definitely revisit it without a shadow of a doubt. I doubt Leroy wants to leave. I think it's just a media heating things up. I think it's also maybe his agent, as we know, is his mother. I think he's trying to get more money. Mahrez, go Mahrez. You want Mahrez to go, do you? Would you prefer Zinchenko to play right back, or would he flourish playing his favourite position, right in the centre? I don't want him to play right back. Definitely not. We are looking for the Champions League next season. Have Koshi, Rodri, Gundogan and Fernandinho replacement as a Seafield Foden turn into a centre. I agree with the sort of Foden thing as a central midfielder. I agree with that. Probably more as a replacement for David Silva than anyone. Hope all the players come back without any injuries. Yeah, for some poxy competition. They all should be on the beach now, chilling out, resting, instead of some stupid Nations League. I mean, it's garbage, absolute garbage. Why aren't you talking about Mahrez? Not to talk about Mahrez. I saw someone on Liverpool fan channels talking about you lot saying Man City fans are more obsessed with Liverpool than the other way around. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Is Delph and LCB all right? I think, well, he normally plays sort of on the right, but I mean, this day and age, they swap over anyway. Who do you think will come in and who do you think will go out? Not doing that because we're doing all the transfer targets. It's not one of those. If you see the banner, it tells you what we're talking about today. And we're covering them every single day on these live vlogs, and we're doing transfer videos, so you need to check out. We're already done number 1 and number 2 today. Number 3 will be tomorrow. I know Liverpool fans are obsessed, but no more than the media. They go hand in hand. Yeah, we need to buy Kante, not Rodri. If not, then Ndombele. Can't see us getting Kante. I really can't. They've got a transfer ban, so why would they? Why would they sell Hazard and sell Kante to us when they can't buy anybody? So I can't see Kante coming. Ndombele, well, like I said, did a video yesterday, the day before. We were talking about that. The Ndombele rumours have resurfaced again. Maybe that's to put a little bit of pressure on Rodri's agents and things like that. I do think the Rodri thing will be done. I really do. That's the feeling I'm getting, is that the Rodri thing will be done within the next few days. Man, City fans need to talk about Liverpool fans. Who else is going to rescue them from that cold? Liverpool and Champions League. AJ lost to Ruiz. England lost to cricket. Bad weekend in England, yeah. I personally have said on Ndombele all along, it'd be my number 1 choice, but he seems to have dropped off a cliff when it comes to rumours and things like that. That's not to say we won't sign him. But I think the latest rumours on Sunday was more probably City or somebody drip feeding out there about Ndombele that pushes the agents of Rodri to say you need to push along with this, otherwise we'll start looking somewhere else. Juve want Trippier as a replacement for Cancelo. Have they ever seen him play? I'm from Algeria and Port fan. Don't worry, Mahrez not my favourite player for national team. Don't worry, my favourite player is Yanis Brahimi, winger who plays for Porto. Pep will go for the Champions League. I agree, says Tevin. Right, next up, the kid, the one and only, Lucien AGOUME. I'm sure you're all going, who? Lucien? This was just it's one of those off there, but apparently City are leading Inter Milan to sign this young kid, 17-year-old lad, central defensive sort of midfield player from League Two, FC Sochaux. Now, they're comparing this kid. He's of Cameroon descent, but actually plays for the French under-17 team. And it says that City are very, very, very keen to sign him. Now, they said that he's got a contract which runs out at the end of next season, and City are willing to pay in the region of £4.4 million for him. Now, we know with the Claudio Gomez stuff, we got him on a free, so maybe City are looking at him thinking he's worth that type of money, or we wait until his contract runs down and we get him on a free like we did with Claudio Gomez. Now, basically, he's like a big, robust midfielder, very technically gifted, and people obviously will make the comparisons to Paul Pogba. He's a big lad, he is a big unit, but he's more of an enforcer. So it's one of those. We'll see what happens on what's going on with him. But this kid, certainly City are interested, and like we know they are interested in some of the best young talent in world football. But if you have a look on transfer market and things like that, they're claiming he's worth about 3.15 million. City are allegedly looking at paying around about 4.4 million pounds for him. Now he's, like I said, he's just turned he'll have just turned 17 in February, so he's 1.85 meters, so he's about 6'1", 6'2". He's a big lad. But we'll keep an eye out on that, because considering all the rumours that happened with the Claudio Gomez, then we got him on a free transfer. It's quite interesting to see if that's somebody. I can't see him obviously coming into the first team squad. It'll be one of those that gets sent on loan or stays there or something like that. So, Andy, fix your collar. Sorry, mate. Do you want me to fix my collar? It's just one of those. I've just got changed when I came in. I've been out. So, is that better? Is that better for you, Julio? You'd be asking me for a haircut next. That'll be the next thing you want me to do. Felix will keep phoning out the team. No, I disagree. Not throwing you a few chords. McMahon told you that'll be in the summer. I need some lessons first. Right, moving on finally. Last couple of things, because we've been on for 43 minutes. What are we on at the moment? 37 thumbs up, 42 dislikes. God, they're sad, aren't they? Very, very sad. Next up, City Store. Now, apparently, the City Store is closing for a massive, refurbishment. You know somebody from them, Andy. You know somebody. What was that? You know somebody from them. From who? Who you talking about, Sea-Dog? It's going to be closed down. They're doing this massive big refurbishment job on the City Store at the stadium. So it's going to be this state-of-the-art modern design sort of concept. So it'll be interesting. They reckon it's going to be closed pretty shortly. I think closes today or tomorrow. It'll be open again on the 1st of July with this massive big new concept, state-of-the-art concept sort of shop. So it'll be interesting to see if you're around the Etihad and you've gone and I haven't visited it since. Let us know on Man City Fan TV what are your thoughts on it. Be interested. Due to lack of interest, yeah, probably will do. What else? No, stuff getting rid. Yeah, they're getting rid of all that crap. You only have to look at the emails that you keep getting through every day, trying to get rid of all the night training stuff and everything else. No stadium expansion next season. There'll be no stadium expansion next season, because if so, it would already have gone on. So that won't happen. If you listen to the interview with Caldoon, they're keeping a close eye on it. They won't do any stadium expansion until the government makes a final decision on safe standing. Once that gets the go-ahead, I think the North Stand will be the one that, the family stand will be the one that will be refurbished and maybe redeveloped, etc., and expanded. But nothing's going to happen next season, because they'd have to have started it already. So nothing's going to happen. Nicholas Samuels, I'm a true Man City fan. Can somebody sponsor me? Can someone sponsor me a new Man City jersey? You'll have to come into the competitions that we run, mate. You might have a chance of getting one. Ian Mubarak, to everyone, says Awais. You too, mate. I believe we're sharing the United Superstore with them. Do you know when the new shirt's coming out? No, mate. I reckon it'll be in the next few weeks prior to the summer tour. I hope we get you lot in the Champions League group stage and knockout stage. I respect anyone from another country. Well said, Riyadh. Hello from the oldest, biggest, baldest City fan in Bahrain, 30 years and counting. Keeper. Oh, Yusuf. Welcome, mate. Kia Mad bought 17-18 black grey third kit yesterday. First kit bought in donkeys. Do you think it'll be a single tier blue wall? I'm hoping so. I think if you listen to Caldoon, we're talking about the Dortmund wall and things like that. I think it's a concept that clearly works. And I think City will be looking at something like that. Whether that'll be in the family stand or the North stand, or whether that be in the South stand, which, you know, there is the opportunity of that. I don't know. But we'll probably know more maybe over Christmas time or something like that. If they think next season there's going to be redevelopment work and things like that. Thanks, Andy. Celebrating Eid tomorrow. Good luck with that. I'm from Jamaica. Nicholas Samuels. Got a number of City fans from Jamaica on here. In Mubarak to Ray also when he's celebrating it. Delit, Rodri, Joao Felix. What a window that would be. It would be amazing, wouldn't it? Will you refurbish your bugger off, Penny Nixon? I'll have to, yeah. Did you know Liverpool fans copied LA chant from us? Well, I know they're a bit delusional, aren't they? But I think we copied it from them, if I'm honest with you. You never walk alone. They copied from City. Man City fans say they want to stay next to the away fans. Yeah, I agree, and I think we should do. I think that's what creates the atmosphere and rivalry. So how that's going to work, that shows you there's going to have to be a lot of design issues to do that, and I think it's right. I think we should be as close as possible to them, because that does create a little bit of, you know, aggressiveness and, in a nice way, rivalry. What rules for that stand? Drinking, flagpoles, flares, banners, Jamaican, me crazy. How are the office refurb coming on? No office refurb at the moment, mate. That's upstairs. I haven't even started on that. Just finally finishing off bits and pieces in the house. And then we've got family coming over from Miami. So my brother-in-law and his wife and kids are coming over in a couple of weeks' time. So we can't do anything at the moment because we still need that bedroom upstairs, which is going to be my office. So until they go, I can't do anything with it because we need the beds in there and things like that. So they'll be over for a week. I do every year. So there's nothing I can do until they've gone, and then I'll be moving upstairs. You're looking forward to next season? Yes, I am. City are playing 4 pre-season games. That's including the Charity Shield. The first friendly is against West Ham. Yeah. 60 likes now. Oh, see how that suddenly dropped. It's amazing, that, isn't it? Did you see the Everton fan driving through the parade? I did. I saw that on Twitter. Andy, his fellow spoiled. Hi, Andy. Hi, fellow spoiled blue kid, says Ivor Anthony. You go to the Community Shield? Probably, mate. I will be. Can you tell me how to join up to get the jersey? You just have to be a follower, mate. You have to subscribe to the channel. Click subscribe and hit the bell icon. It doesn't mean to say that because you subscribe you get a free jersey, but we have competitions. You've just missed out on a few, but there'll be more coming throughout the season. So if you want to join and try and put your name in the hat to win a City top, you're more than welcome, but we don't give them out for free, mate. They're about 70, 60 quid each. Can you tell me, apparently we're linked to Loris Carriers, yeah, right. Julio, if I can get a ticket to the friendly in Japan, should I live stream it? Don't live stream it, no, don't do that, because that'll be removed. And certainly don't associate us with it, because we'll get absolutely bollocked off Man City, so don't live stream it, because it'll be on TV here. We'll be able to watch it anyway, but please don't say it's anything to do with us, because we have to be very careful with live streaming. We already get loads of sort of YouTube stuff when we're videoing around the stadium and there's music going on in the background. We get sort of, you know, Sony, EMI, blah, 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 sending us stuff's going, you know, you can still put the video up, but we're investigating whether that song is, and it's not even us, it's just been music being played. So yeah, they'll go mental. Yeah, if they make no stand with safe standing, they should move away the section there. We'll create an even better atmosphere, possibly. The said car footage was brilliant, it was. Okay, no live stream. Have Man City contact this channel in any way? No. No, they do their own stuff. Why would they contact us? I'm good, Kevin Mole. How are you? Live stream through a mirror accidentally. Yeah. Right, last thing we'll talk about is the schedule. So, as we know, somebody posted on here before saying that the fixtures will be coming out in the next sort of 8 days. Well, the TV sort of companies are obviously vying up for showing. Now, key changes for next season is that Amazon, as you probably are aware, have entered the marketplace now, TV marketplace for streaming and showing football games. Sky and BT will share the coverage of matches with Amazon. And Amazon apparently are getting 20 games out the season, which is not a lot, but they're still getting something. They purchased the rights to show every match from the Boxing Day fixture list, as well as 10 games over a weekend during the festive period. Jesus, Andy, your cup is bigger than my bath. Your cup? What are you on about? My cup is bigger. Around my cup. It's not that big. It's just a cup. It's just a tin cup. Now, Sky Sports. So Amazon are going to be doing 20 games. I'm just trying to get up the what they're going to be doing now. Premier League have made 200 matches available to broadcast, which is an increase on the 168 that were available in that last TV deal in 2015. Sky Sports will show 128 matches during the 2019 season, with BT Sport broadcasting 52 live games. BT will take the 12:30 p.m. matches, with Sky Sports showing the 32 at 5:30 p.m. Saturday games in the UK. Sunday continues to be dominated by Sky, who have both the 1400 and the 1630 matches, and there'll now be 8 games shown by Sky during the season at a new 7:45 p.m. on a Saturday night. So you can see it already. You can see it already, can't you? You know, we've already complained as a fan base about 3 p.m. kickoffs. You know, and we've already complained of the fact. I mean, the headline is talking about. It's not just City, but because it's Manchester News. The headline states how Man United and Man City fans will be affected by the key Premier League TV change. It'll be Liverpool as well. See, Riyadh, it'll be Liverpool as well. It'll be Spurs. It'll be Arsenal. It'll be the top sort of 6-7 teams. So what basically they're now saying is we have got 7:45 kickoffs on a Saturday night. Now, let's take that, for example. If that is Chelsea, City versus Chelsea away, Arsenal away, Spurs away, Crystal Palace away, who is going to get down there and get back on the same night? 7:45, unless you're driving or unless you're on a coach. You can't get a train because there'll be no trains. That's it. So that's out. That is now totally out of the question. With a 5 o'clock kickoff, there was always the opportunity to catch that 9:09 or 9:10 train back from Euston. Now, 7:45 kickoff on a Saturday night, no chance, absolutely no chance. Which means you're either driving there and driving back, or you're going on a coach, or you are staying over. You've got Brighton, yeah, Brighton's another, you know, and it's, oh, you can talk about Brighton, Bournemouth. I mean, but I'm talking about sort of like, imagine the big games in London. But you've got obviously like Brighton and Bournemouth and everything else, Southampton, all the same. So we've now got 8 games shown by Sky Sports of 7:45 p.m. How many of those are going to be Man City? Imagine if they decide, oh, City versus Chelsea, City versus Arsenal. And let's talk about Liverpool or United versus Chelsea or Arsenal, or the big games, the big games. Because I can't imagine Sky putting a Saturday evening 7:45 kickoff sort of, City versus Bournemouth or City versus. They'll pick the big games if they can get them, because this is Sky Sports. This is not Amazon. This is Sky, so they can select who they want, which means more rearranged fixtures and everything else and things like that. And this will be spread across the season. So we can already, I'm telling you now, if it's just 8 games, we'll be guaranteed 2 of those somehow. Now, hopefully, it might be 7:45 p.m. and it's at the Etihad. Great, brilliant. But what are the chances that those games are going to be in London? Or, like I said, I don't think it'll be Bournemouth, Southampton, Brighton, etc. But I think they're going to be like big games. So, yeah, it's just like, they just don't, they do not care. They do not care. Now, if you've not got Amazon, remember they're going to have 20 games as well. If you've not got Amazon already, I mean, I'm a Prime's, I've had Amazon Prime for a year or so it makes no difference for me because I can stream it through my TV and things like that. But if you're not, then what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pay, is it £7.99 a month? I can't remember. It's like 75 quid a year or something. You're going to have to buy Amazon. So not only you might have a BT package, which I've got, or you've got Sky, which I've got, and Amazon I've got. So I'm lucky I've got those, but costing a bloody fortune. I mean, my Sky package, I mean, I've got the top everything. That cost me £91 this month. 91 quid. And I get BT through my BT, because BT is who our phone provider is. So, you suddenly start adding up and you're thinking, Jesus Christ, this is a lot of money every single month to watch football that I could potentially get on a live stream if I really wanted to. I could actually get that, no problem whatsoever. So we'll see what happens. But now, like I said, so there's going to be 200 matches available, which is more than what we've seen in the previous season since 2015. So, like I said to you, BT are going to show 52 live games. Sky are going to show 128, like I said, BT are going to take the 12:30 games. Sky Sports are going to show the 5:30 games on a Saturday. Sky are going to dominate with a 1400 and 16:30 matches on a Sunday. But there will be these 8 games throughout the season at 7:45 on a Saturday night, which is just absolutely barking mad. It really is. So anyway, we'll see where that takes us. 7:45 is for North American audiences. Well, yeah, but doesn't help the fans in the UK who want to go to the games. Don't help us. Norwich at any time or day is a bad way. Yeah, I mean, it's crap. It's one of the worst places to go and watch football. Absolute nightmare to drive to. Sky Sports breaking news: Felix is actually at the stadium at the minute, but he won't come down after the pre-season squeaky time. Rakesh, the Amazon games are going to be simultaneously streamed all at the same time. Basically, it's 2 full match days. Oh, really? Is that what they're going to do? It doesn't say that on here. It says package one by Amazon, 10 matches from one bank holiday and all 10 from Boxing Day fixture. Oh, right, okay. So Amazon, 10 matches from one bank holiday. Okay, so yeah, you're probably right. So they're going to do that over, but I mean, it's irrelevant of when they do it and what it is. I'm talking about those fixtures So if they're doing it over a bank holiday and they're doing it over Boxing Day, what's the chances over a bank holiday and a Boxing Day over the Christmas period, City are going to be on one or both of those days? That you can almost guarantee it. What are the chances City are away? Or Liverpool are away, or United are away, or whoever. I watch them all for free. I'm sure you do. Steve is correct. Norwich is shocking. It is absolutely shocking. TV broadcasters be like, match-going fans are overrated, ungrateful. Yeah, well. Anyway, listen, that's our sort of live vlog wrapped up for today. Along with petrol, now it means hotel stay for us. It's getting expensive. Absolutely, of course it is. You only have to look. The problem being is that if you book your train journey now, if you knew the dates when they come out next week, if you know the dates, you can book your trains in advance, and it's pretty cheap. But what are the chances those fixtures will be changed for TV or for whatever? Or, you know, that's the problem. That's why you can't even make it cheap, because you daren't book something knowing that the chances are it's going to get moved for one reason or another. So, cheers, Andy and guys. See you, Bernard. Good stuff. See you next time. I say, no problems, buddy. Julio, you're welcome. Take care, buddy. They're taking the piss. There should be a fan union. Well, there should be something, and I think there should be more done with the football fan groups and things like that. But at the end of the day, all they turn around and say, see you, McCund, is that look at all the money that you've got for the TV revenue. That's the way it is. To wind up the folks on Twitter, yeah, go and help yourself, Ivan. I'll probably see them later. Great stream as always. See you, Andy. Hopefully weather cheers up soon. Nah, it's garbage, mate. It'll be like this all night. Absolute garbage. Can we win the Champions League next season? Of course we can. Absolutely. But listen, don't forget. Yeah, we said that yesterday, Stephen. I mean, it was, yeah, it was terrible. Awful. Absolutely shocking. And, you know, 35 years of age, it was it's just horrible. Have a good one, Andy. Going to order my season ticket for next season. Well done, mate. Blue Moon. Stuff it. We'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget, if you haven't seen it already, Ray's done part 2, number 2 of the transfer, and this was with Rodri. So go over and check that video out. If you haven't, give it a thumbs up. See you have. And we'll be back tomorrow. Isn't that amazing? 90 likes, 2 downs. How's it do that? Thanks for a stream, damn music. You're more than welcome. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow, part 3 of the transfer target is Matthias de Ligt. So hope you enjoy that one. And we've got a couple of others going. Another one going on Thursday, another one on Friday. So enjoy those. But we'll be back tomorrow at some point. Don't know whether it's me or Ray or whatever. But see you, Kevin. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, click notifications, share it around, give it a thumbs up. I'm not sure, Kamal. Don't know, mate. Bye, even if you haven't answered. See you, mate. Have you got a chest infection like me? I've had mine. No, mate. I've got a sore throat. My throat's really, really dry today. But anyway, take care. We'll be back tomorrow.